Hello everyone and welcome. Dawn here. Well, it's hop time again and it's my pleasure to participate in the Whimsy Stamps Patriotic Hop and Giveaway. Throughout the hop, each team member is sharing a project featuring the Whimsy Stamps military die set. Please remember this is a hashtag driven hop and you must click on the hashtag in the title to find all the participating channels. I have a list of the participants in the description box below with links to their channels if it helps you. So be sure to leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel for a chance to win a $100 gift card. I'll go over more of the details in the hop a little later on. But for now, let me show you the Whimsy Stamps military die set. You're going to get 3 dog tags, a silhouette of 3 soldiers, a star, and the USA die. You can do a lot with this die set. I just absolutely love it. And I'm going to pair it up with the Whimsy Stamps Pierced and Stitched Circle die set. And I'll also be using the Military Slimline Paper Pack. Now, if you've watched a lot of my videos, you know I love pattern paper. I go in spurts using them. Sometimes I use it on 5 cards in a row, and then I won't use it for like 10 cards. So it all depends on the mood I'm in and what I'm making. But today I thought I would use this paper because this pack has some amazing patterns in it. You'll get 2 of each paper, and you could do so many things with this paper. Now, just because it's a slimline paper pack doesn't mean it can only be used for slimline cards, as you'll see today. I'm actually going to be making a 5x7 card that I'll be using, and I'm going to be using it with this paper right here because I like the flag with the headstone. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is take the circle die that has the center diameter of about 3 1/4 inches, and I'm going to cut out the headstone and the flag. I'll tape it in place so it doesn't move around. I cut off the rest of the paper and I'll save it for another project. Then I take the next size up of the circle die and I tape it to the circle die that we just used. This will make a frame to go around the pattern paper we just cut out. I'm going to die cut 3 of them from white cardstock, and I'm just going to set them aside for later. I'm going to die cut 3 of the servicemen from black cardstock, and I ended up die cutting 2 of the big tags from white cardstock, and I'm going to take one of them and die cut the word USA out of it, and then I'll set that aside for later as well. Now, while I glue my circles together, let me tell you a little bit more about the hop. Make sure you hop along to each stop in the hop for a chance to win a $100 gift card to the Whimsy Stamps shop sponsored by Whimsy Stamps. One winner will be chosen at random via a YouTube random comment picker, so be sure to leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. We will announce the winner on each participating channel. You will have until Monday, May 29th at 11:59 p.m. to leave a comment. The winner will be announced on Wednesday, May 31st on all participating channels. Okay, so let's get back to the card. You'll see that I'm going to glue my circles down to this card base that I made right here. And I purposely skipped over that because I decided not to make a 5.5 by 4 1/4 card base after I glued my circle on it. But I kept this part in so you could see what I'm doing, and then you'll see how I fixed it once I decided to make the bigger card. So I glued my circles down, and then I adhere the pattern paper in the middle of the circle. Now, this part looked nice and I was happy with it. So then I adhered all 3 of the black servicemen silhouettes together. But I didn't like how the servicemen fit on the card. I felt like they were blocking the tombstones, and it was important for me to show that they're honoring the fallen soldiers. I tried to move them all around on the card, and it just wasn't doing it for me. So I decided to make a 5x7 card instead, which I ended up being much happier with, and I was even able to fit a sentiment at the bottom, which I was happy about. I made a 5x7 card base from white cardstock. I cut a piece of red cardstock to 4 7/8 by 6 13/16, and a piece of white cardstock to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Then I just peeled up the circle. I could have cut around it, but I didn't want all the bulk of the added layers. But you won't have to do this part anyway because you won't make the same mistake that I made. I'm just showing you what I did to fix my mistake. Once I peeled it up, I just cut the excess paper from around it, and then I die cut another white frame, and I adhered it on the top of the other frames, only because when I peeled it up, I put some creases in the frames, and I wanted to fix that. Now I'm going to assemble the card. I adhere the white rectangle to the red rectangle. Then I'm going to adhere the entire thing to the 5x7 card base. And I'm going to adhere my circles in the middle of the card towards the top. I put foam tape on the back of the servicemen, but only from the arms down. Then I'll add glue to their heads, and I like to put glue on the foam tape for the added support and in case I need to move it around. I'll adhere the heads onto the frame of the circle, and then I just push the foam tape onto the cardstock. I decided to use another piece of pattern paper to put behind the USA. I just cut off a piece of the star with the stripes showing, and then I put glue all around the words, and then I adhere that onto the back of the dog tag. I did cover up the hole by mistake. Next time I wouldn't put the pattern paper over the hole, but it wasn't that big of a deal for me. I just used my hole punch to cut it out, and I just cut off the excess paper from behind the dog tag. And then I did adhere the other dog tag to the back of it just to give it some more support, but you could skip this step if you really wanted to. I tied a piece of string around the dog tag. I used black just to bring some of the black color in from the silhouette of the soldiers. And I'm just going to put glue down the middle of the dog tag and adhere it onto the circle frame. I decided I had enough room on the card to add a sentiment, so I used the With Heartfelt Thanks sentiment from the Whimsy Stamps Simple Sentiment Strip stamp set, and I stamped it in black ink. And that's going to complete my card for today. I hope you enjoyed this patriotic hop, and don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel for a chance to win the $100 gift certificate. And don't forget, this is a hashtag driven hop, and you will need to click on the hashtag in the title to hop on over to the next stop. Thanks for stopping by and spending your time with me, and have yourself a wonderful day.